Good afternoon and welcome to the Raymond Eagle Shark Technical Stadium for the first of two encounters here today. It's a doubleheader as we have grown so accustomed to on these weekend fixtures, and it's going to be the new boys, the Eagle Claw. They'll be taking on last year's new boys in the Western Predators. Of course, the Eagle Claw coming off of what my fellow commentator Millie called their christening and their baptism, and their last two games having gone up against the Ducks United first, and then the Roaring Lions, losing both games by a significant margin. While the Western Predators, they were also put to the sword in their one match they've played thus far. It's going to be, looks like the man Nutsy in the middle, with the aforementioned my fellow commentator Millie. He'll be on the line today, making his, I believe, his refereeing debut. It's going to be the Western Predators. They'll be kicking from right of screen to left in their pink, gray, and black strip, while it's the Eagle Claw in their blue and yellow. The team sheets, as we've kicked off here, the team sheet for the Western Predators reads the captain, the number 9, Sherman Anthony, number 29, and Shaquani Bailey, number 11, Alton Speedy Brooks, number 30, Braylon Bryan, number 5, Rigoberto Bryan, the number 21, Carter, the number 6, Rishi Gums, number 15, Fulton Lockhart, number 13, Herv Lewis, the number 12, Moses Madrigal, and the number 14, Felipe Joseph. It's the Western Predators looking to get forward. It's with, well, it was with the number 6, but given away now, and the Eagle Claw looking to break at speed, looking to get forward, but well cut out, only as far as Kentish John. Here comes Sherman Anthony. Sherman looking to break. Sherman puts it in with precision, with accuracy. And the Western Predators, within the first minute, have gone up 1-0. Just like that. Well. In the first minute of the game, the fastest goal we've seen in this year's AFL, Sherman Anthony, the Western Predators captain, the Western Predators talisman, has given the Western Predators a 1-0 lead. Here comes the Eagle Claw, whose lineup reads Sean Brown, the number 11, Jamal Clark, the number 6, Corey, the number 14, Cyril, the number 00 in a goal, Lyndon Duncan, the number 8, Kentish John, the number 9, Tajay Baba Johnson, the number 10, Remy Minette, the number 15, Tion Richardson, the number 2, Roland Shanty, the number 7, and Dion Williams, number 20. Of course, they are without DeAndre Marshall, who went down injured in their previous encounter. And they are also, well, listed amongst the substitutes, is the man Tyrese Burke. They've had a Western Predator player who was down injured, but back on his feet. Drop ball. It's the Predators. Putting it forward. Picked up now by the number 15 in Fulton Lockhart, who gives it away. Here comes the Eagle Claw. Looking for the pass forward was at number 9, but a shot comes in that's well wide of the target and out for a goal kick. Goal kick to the Predators. Lockhart, it looks like it's going to be taking this one. Looks like the man Speedy, he is playing at a left back as of now for the Predators. He's usually a winger slash midfielder. As you can see, the referee nuts. He's going over to one of the players. Goal kick. Forward towards Moses, but picked up now by Sherman. Sherman to Moses. This one is booted out by Remy Minette. Only as far as the number 6, and it looks like that was Rishi Gums. Now it's with Fulton Lockhart, who loses control and it's out for a throw. Throw comes in over the top towards Kentish John, but the keeper comes out and claims very well. Booted long. Header won by, I think that's Duncan. Only as far as Richie Gums. Gums goes back to Herb Lewis. Boots it high towards Moses, but Dion Williams wins the header. Now picked up by number 29. And that's Bailey, I believe. Now Madrigal. It wasn't towards Carter, but booted forward. Lewis misses it, but it has just enough power on it to roll back to the goalkeeper for the Western Predators. That's a missed touch. Sherman Anthony. Anthony gets inside, and a bit too heavy there, but only as far as Carter. He runs into his own player, poke through, and Dion Williams can pick it up. But gets it straight away. The turn now. Turns again, looking for some support. Plays inside towards Carter. Tries to beat a man. Driving through his Carter. And a crucial touch there by the number 6 in the form of Jamal Clark, it looks like. And this is not a good sign for the Eagle Claw. Baba has walked off the field visibly limping, and he's calling for a sub. That's not a good sign at all, especially for the Eagle Claw. They have 2 of their main players going down with injuries so early in the tournament. It looks like even though he's limping, he'll be going back towards the field of play. But he's still asking, he's still calling for a substitution. Free kick to the Eagle Claw. Ball booted in. And a mistouch by Dion Williams. Now it's with Bailey. Anthony. Still driving Anthony. Can't get past Dion Williams. Kentish John. John breaking through at speed. John looks to get inside. Instead takes it on the byline. Kentish John. Ball comes in and cleared by Lewis out for a corner. Still monitoring the man Tajay Johnson. But it's a corner to the Eagle Claw. Will be taken by Roland. Roland puts in the ball. That's not cleared. Kentish John can't get his shot off. It's going to be a goal kick. Well, signal from the AR is a goal kick. Signal from the referee is a corner. And the referee wins. It's going to be a corner. Roland chips in again. Not cleared again. But this time it's clear only as far as Dion Williams. Again, can't get his initial touch under control. Kentish John, sorry. Shot comes in wide of the target. It was Lyndon Duncan, the number 8, was having a shot there on goal, but it's a goal kick to the Western Predators. Ball booted forward. Carter finds Gums. Back to Carter. Remy steps in there but loses out to the younger and speedier Carter. Ball forward towards Sherman. Sherman breaking forward. Sherman has Jamal Clark for company. Gets inside Sherman. And Clark does well to recover. Again, the Eagle Claw still playing with just 10 men on the field. Again, the Western Predators, they're without their one of their main players in Andre Maurice, the number 10. As the corner comes in, it's headed clear, only as far as the edge of the area where Carter was winding up for a shot that gives away a free kick. You can see Tajay Johnson has limped his way back onto the field of play. Also for the Western Predators, their goalkeeper and Nicholas Hughes, he is also out for this encounter. It's going to be a free kick. Chipped forward. Only as far as Dion Williams. Back with Kentish John. And his Clark finds Kentish John. John takes it down the line. John gets past Speedy. John puts an early ball in. It's behind the defenders and behind the attacker as well, as Roland Shanti was trying to get his foot on that one. Forward. Looking for Sherman, but Dion Williams will pick it up. Now to Jamal Clark. Kentish John. Tajay Johnson. Johnson gets inside towards Duncan. Duncan. Johnson misses the shot. Tajay Johnson completely whiffed on the shot. Made contact with nothing but air. And it's going to be a goal kick. It's going to be with number 29 and Bailey. Bailey towards Carter, but gives it away. Now Williams. Over the top towards Kentish John. John, he's onside as Kentish John has a shot into the side netting. Goal kick taken. Bailey. Bailey gives it away. Only as far as Richie Gums, who again gives it away towards Remy Minette. Remy to Duncan. Now Kentish John. John looking to find Duncan again, but back with Kentish John. Inside towards, that was Sean Brown. Now it's picked up by the Western Predators. Moses Madrigal. Moses. He's looking for Sherman. Well, slipping his. Ooh, he was looking on the right-hand side. But back with Moses again. Gets past the man to the byline. Puts the ball in. That keeper Cyril will have no issue with. Remy. To a wide open Sean Brown. He can travel, but instead will look for the long ball over the top that the goalkeeper will have no issue in collecting. Moses. It's with Bailey. And Williams now. He's going to find Duncan over the top towards Kentish John. But instead it'll be picked up by, that's Sean Brown. And number 13, and I believe it's Herb Lewis, came across to clear that one. It's going to be a corner. Corner comes in by Sean Brown. It's going to find Moses. And he gives it away as well. We're back with Moses again. Put it forward towards Sherman Anthony. Anthony trying to break with some strength. Picked up now on the right-hand side. It's Moses Madrigal. Out wide again. Tries to slip in Anthony, but loses out. It's Moses Madrigal. Now, in the defensive line, picked up by the Eagle Claw. Sean Brown. Back with Sean Brown now. And he can't complete his pass. As we can see a bit of that some rain is beginning to fall towards the west of me, where I'm positioned. You can see Herb Lewis is clearing that one out for a corner. As you can see, there's a bit of rain to the west of the ground. Not sure if it's falling on the field, but through the little doorway behind me, there's a drizzle starting to form. But it's going to be a corner to the Eagle Claw into this, the 18th minute of play. Corner comes in as it's, ooh, that's dropped there on the line. Nobody clears it. And nobody took a shot either. Dion Williams. He gives it away poorly. Now it's with Sherman Anthony. Anthony might take this coast to coast. Instead, we'll look for the ball over the top towards Moses Madrigal, who picks this one up here. Moses Moses. It's going to find that's Braylon Bryan, I believe. Ball over the top. Braylon doesn't take the shot. It's going to find Carter, who does take a shot, and it's booted behind by, it looks like, Jamal Clark, and out for a corner. Well, there's yet another player down. This is just the first half, and we've had about 3 or 4 stoppages for injuries. This time it looks like the defender for the Eagle Claw. Is that Tony Corey? I'm not sure. It's going to be a corner. Ball comes in. And now the Eagle Claw can break. Trying to drive forward is, looks like that's Johnson. That's a good ball through. It's going to find Duncan. Keeper misses. Duncan cannot miss. He surely can't. He does not. That's wonderful. That's absolutely brilliant finishing there from Duncan. And it gives the Eagle Claw a chance, their first goal in the AFL. Well. The keeper came. He could not get there. The attacker came. He got there. And it was a fantastic finish. Chipping it up over the keeper and the defender on the line. It was Lyndon Duncan, the man, to score the first goal for the Eagle Claw in the Anguilla Football League. Moses tries to boot it forward. As it looks like it was the man Corey, but come off with injury. Ball brought top by Kentish John. And a missed touch by Filton Lockhart, but no harm done. Speedy boots it forward. Now Carter. Again, Mrs. L. Sean Brown towards Tajay Johnson. Johnson to Shanti, back to Johnson. That's wonderful. Tajay Johnson puts it about a mile over the goal. Dion Williams. Madrigal. Bailey. Back with Madrigal. in towards Sherman. Sherman is offside. Tajay Johnson. Sorry, that's Kentish John with a brilliant touch. John into Shanti. Shanti back with Duncan who has a shot. Oh, the keeper was worried. As you can see, warming up for the Eagle Claw is Everton minute, the number 3. Dion Williams with a poor touch. Sherman finds Bailey. Bailey wins a throw-in. Richie over the top towards Bailey. Bailey tries to get inside versus Jamal, but is going to find Dion Williams. Now Kentish John. Sean Brown to Duncan. Duncan towards Shanti. And that's good defending by Herv Lewis. And well, we're going to have to look back at that one there. But we can hear a couple cries for a handball. We're going to have to go to the replay to see exactly what happened there. As you can see, the throw was taken, and the call was for a foul throw. And definitely was not a handball offense. Shanti takes it down. On the edge of the box is Tajay Johnson trying to find space for a shot. Now it's with Jamal Clark, who completely misses that one. Moses. As it was, I think, Richie Gums who went down there. There's going to be a free kick to the Eagle Claw. Oh, the calls for a foul throw, actually. Kentish John is on the line rather easily. John cuts it back, and the shot by Shanti is once again about a mile over the goal. It's going to be Moses. That's a bit risky, but gets away with it. It's with Sherman Anthony. Slides through Moses Madrigal. Moses gets his feet in order. Has a shot. And again, it's well over the bar. Now it's with the Eagle Claw. Ball comes through. He was looking for Roland Shanti, but Herb Lewis does well. Sherman Anthony. Anthony to Moses Madrigal. And he loses out as it's given away again towards Moses. It's a 2v1 situation. Moses goes for a shot that's not going to trouble Cyril in the slightest. Moses tries to find speed but gives it away. Kentish John. Back with Duncan. Is going to find Kentish John once again. John cuts it back out for a corner. There's going to be the substitution as number 14 for the Eagle Claw in the man Tony Corey cannot continue. So he'll be replaced by, it's Everton minute, I believe. Remy. I'm going to take this corner now. Remy puts in a good ball that's cleared by Herb Lewis now for another corner. Into the 30th minute of play, and it's still tied at 1 apiece. Minute puts in a ball that's going to be taken down by Kentish John. Back to Minette. Remy dumps another ball. This one's not cleared, and it goes for a touch, and the shot is blocked. Cleared now by Moses Madrigal. Only as far as Tajay Johnson. Now Everton Minette. Tries to boot it forward. Picked up now by Remy. Remy chips it over the top, looking towards Sean Brown. Brown picks it up. It's going to find the boot of Roland Shanti, who has a shot blocked. Well, as far as Remy Minette again, but he loses out. And it's Sherman. Sherman goes down. That's going to be a free kick. And the first big call for referee Nazi, it's going to be a yellow. And I'll say a pleasant good afternoon to Mr. Tony Fleming.
Good afternoon, Derek, and thanks as usual. Good representation of commentating and commenting on the game. Doing it alone until another one of us had gotten here. But keenly contested match. Both of these two teams, you could call them cellar dwellers, so to speak, and I'm certainly sure either one of these teams will be looking for all 3 points here so far. When I was on my way driving up, I checked the score and I said, well, the Western Predators, they were leading 1-0, but it appears as if the Eagles' claw has clawed their way back into this encounter, and at the moment all square in the 32nd minute of play.
So it was a good goal there by the man, is it Duncan, I think it was? I believe it was the number 8 for them in Lyndon Duncan, who was able to chip one over the goalkeeper and the defender to make it 1 goal apiece after Sherman Anthony scored in the first minute of play.
Yes, and you could certainly see that both teams are evenly matched, so to speak. You may say that the Western Predators might just be a little bit more organized in terms of their setup, in terms of their structure, because this is their second stint in this year's tournament, and they would look a little bit more organized. But the Eagles' claw, they've got some veteran football players who would have transitioned from other teams and have a know-how how to play the football. And the likes of Poodle, you mentioned our fellow commentator, Remy Minette, and all those folks who came from the enforcers, they would have a general idea. Even though they are not as organized as possible, they will have an idea of how to maybe string one or two passes and to withstand the necessary pressure that maybe had from the West End Predators.
Well, you would hope that with the amount of quality that the Eagle Claw have in terms of individual players, the likes of the man 43 and DeAndre Marshall, who are not playing today, as a free kick comes in by Speedy, puts it along the ground, and Sir will have no trouble. As well as guys who are playing like Tajay Baba Johnson and Kentish John and Roland Shantu, who have been playing in the league for a number of years. As well as even guys like Dion Williams would have played previously. So you'd hope that they would be able to really show their quality in future encounters, and even in this one, as it's still not over yet. It's still one goal apiece.
Yes, still one goal apiece, and good to see Corwin Benjamin at least being given the task of refereeing this match. Not that it is any lesser than the other matches. The experience will count for him, and his knowledge of the game should show here in this encounter.
Remy boots it forward. Ball over the top. This time no one will chase it, and keeper will have no issue. That's, I believe, Braylon. Now Jamal Clark. Put it forward now by Remy Minette, and the offside is called against Roland Shanty.
Not too sure why he's kicking the ball in the back of the net. He's been called offside. And
that is usually a card as well, if I remember correctly. Speedy. Given away, picked up now by John Williams. Now Kentish John misses his control. Throw to the Western Predators. Speedy. Bailey. Let's go see Braylon. Brian he was off the field of play, and referee's going to say, wait until I call you to come back on. Booted forward. Only as far as Richie Gums. Gums gets past the man. He's going to send Bailey in here. Bailey puts the ball in early. He's looking for the honor rushing Richie Gums. It's going to be out of touch, and it should be a corner.
Corner kick there. Some pressure exerted there on the Eagles' claw. A nice two pass there from the Western Predators central midfielder, finding the boot of the outside, the midfield on the left side, and cross coming in, but equal to the task with the defenders clearing for a corner kick. And they would definitely have to defend this kick, shot kick taken.
Speedy is not going to put in a good ball, but they're struggling to clear it. And eventually it will find Roland Shanty. Now, Tajay Johnson. Kentish John. Back with Tajay Johnson. And now picked up by Moses Madrigal. Madrigal has Shanty for company, and Shanty does well. He just take it off of his boot. And Herb Lewis misses out initially, And Tajay Johnson still going. Tajay Johnson past another. Tajay Johnson still here. Puts a good ball across. And it's a fantastic save. Another shot comes in. Save once again. Out for a corner.
But I'm looking at the play. The ball was played across by Johnson, and he's very much upset that the player did not put that one in the back of the net. Almost looked like it seems though he was in an offside position, but the referee's assistant and certainly was in a better position. Here's a shot coming in on goal from the corner kick, but that one sailed wide over the bar by Johnson. And he's very, very, very disgusted that that wasn't goal number 2 from the player on the wide left of the attacking third.
So we have to look back on the replay at that one there, as I believe it was Sean Brown coming in at the back post, who pretty much put it straight at the goalkeeper. The one place that the keeper could have got is where he put it. As Moses is going to send Sherman running here. And the Cyril does well to clear. Kentish John. He gives it away. Trying to turn is Braylon. Braylon down the right-hand side. Gets past Minette very easily, does Braylon. Puts on a ball that Cyril will catch rather comfortably. Back with Richie Gums. To Sherman. Sherman! Sherman! Well, he took an eternity to get that ball under control and missed out on a glorious opportunity.
Yeah, it certainly took an eternity, and I would like to see that replay as well, because almost as if he was coming from an offside position, collecting it, couldn't get a handle of it, and not bundled off of it, but in the process, just was able to just push it out for a corner kick, and really poor control there by Anthony.
Speedy puts it forward towards Sherman. It looked like him and Bailey got in each other's way. Now Earl and Richie Gums now. Gums. Madrigal. Gums. Madrigal. Madrigal lays it off. And he's offside. He should have been selfish on that occasion and taken the shot himself.
Madrigal not looking up at all, just looking and say, well, there's a player right in front of me, but not realizing that he was all the way far forward and in an offside position. A chance going to begin there. Here is the Eagles' claw on the attack, cleared out there by the West End Predators, only for a ricochet from Brown, but one back there by the central defender there for the West End Predators. He boots it up to number 20, cut out there by, is that Evo?
That's Everton Minute, yes. Now Kentish John. And again, I must say the quality in this game, it's been a bit poor. It's been below standard, I must say.
Yes, very.
The intensity has been low. The midfield battle has been won by pretty much no one because there's been not much of a midfield. And again, caught offside.
Both of the team looking at the player there in Moses Madrigal. In last season, he looks a lot more composed. This year, he's kind of antsy, so to speak, just not taking his time to control the ball properly at all. We saw where he had full control of it, almost overrunning it and just losing it to the player there and not really giving himself enough time and opportunity to really pass the ball as properly as he would, as he's supposed to. And you can see some information, some instruction given here by Sherman and Tony, because he's not getting the services that he desires. But here is the Western Predators.
It's going to be Tajay Johnson. Gets inside. Lays it off. Brilliant. That is brilliant football. Tajay Johnson driving away at some speed. Put it into the mixer. And I believe once again it was that man Duncan who got the crucial touch. And the Eagle Claw, could they be getting their first win in the AFL?
Well, into the 43rd minute of play. It was a good move there, using all his speed and his skill for all it's worth there. Taj Johnson, and I must say, very poor defending from the Western Predators, because all the defenders started running towards Johnson, leaving two of the Eagles club player in the center of the box. It was easy tap in there for goal number 2 there to the Eagles class. So the Western Predators would certainly have their work cut out for them this afternoon.
Well, it's 2-1. And the Western Predators, they're going to have to fight from behind. Speedy. He's going to take this throw in now. Sherman Anthony. Now, ball put into the box, and Cyril does well. Tajay Johnson again. This time losing out. As the center back is driving forward, I think that was Lockhart, and Johnson is rather livid with something.
The Western Predators really look short of almost as if they would have regressed from their first season. I'm not too sure. Certainly would like to have a word with the coach in Samaru, because I'm not too sure how well they have been on the pitch in terms of their coaching. Here is a block there. Eagles Club collecting. It's the veteran in Poodle, the number 8 player, almost giving it away. Here is Kentish John, number 9, losing out there to Speedy Alton Brooks. Chips and headed away there by the number 20 player there for the Eagles Claw. A little bit of, here is Western Predators. And that's certainly going to be an infringement there on the part of the Eagles Claw. Into 45 minutes would have been played. A minute of stoppage time has been placed on the board. And it's 2-1 in favor of the Eagles Claw. Both of these teams have certainly coming off of a drubbing. The Western Predators would have lost some 8-1. The Eagles Claw, they have already amassed a total of some 20 goals in their 2 complete fixtures. And they're looking to at least grab all 3 points here this evening from, you can say this team, the Western Predators. Here you see the shot coming in goal, but goalkeeper there collects nicely. He rolls it out to, is that the number 11 player, and there goes the halftime whistle. In this evening's first match in week number 3 of the Anguilla Football League's Male Senior League, on this Saturday, the 19th of March, it's the Eagles Claw leading the Western Predators 2-1. We will take you back to master control until we get the cue in 15 minutes time, when we will bring you the second half. Remember that the nightcap match sees the defending champions, the Roaring Lions. They will be doing battle against the up-and-coming, uprising team, and that is going to be our featured match this evening at 7:30. Until then, Join us for the second half of this encounter, the Western Predators versus the Eagles Claw. Western Predators trailing by a goal, Eagles Claw 2-1.
Welcome back to the Raymond Eagle Shark Technical Center for the commencement of the second half between the Western Predators and the Eagle Claw FC. And going into the halftime break, 2 goals from Duncan meant that the Eagle Claw were on pace for their first win in the AFL.
Beat up on one another as much as they can, knowing that there's a second round as well. So far, it's been the Eagles who have the advantage, leading some 2 goals to 1, and 45 more minutes to play in this encounter. It can go either way.
Well, it's going to be Kevon Carty, one of the main threats for the Western Predators, making his way onto the field of play. I believe he came late to the game. We're yet to see who he will be replacing, and it's going to be the number 29, and I believe that's Bailey. So it's going to be Shaquani Bailey being replaced by Kevon Carty. He scored their first goal, yes. I do believe he scored in that game against, was it the Ducks United when they lost 8-1? I think he scored as well. The Salsa Ballers, and I believe he scored in that game as well. Well, it's a very interesting formation because it seems to be a 3-3-1-3 with a back three, a left center mid, CDM right center mid, and then a Cam playing in behind a front three. It's innovative. I must say it's innovative. I've not seen it done at any level outside of possibly Leeds United, or actually no, Sheffield United when they were in the Premier League under Chris Wilder. I did see them play something similar where they used overlapping centre backs and the CDM dropped in to form a back 2 when they were on the attack. It was very innovative. That's probably the only time I've ever seen something similar to this. As a ball comes through, that's brilliant ball through, but Cyril was off his line quickly. Dion Williams will find Earl and Shanti. Now to Duncan. Duncan has Sean Brown. He will use Sean Brown. But the pass was not weighted well. Picked up now by, it looks like, Speedy. Driving forward, looking towards Sherman. Picked up by Speedy again, but now it's going to find Kevon Carty. Carty down the left-hand side. Carty chips the ball over the top, looking for Sherman. Sherman turns. Sherman stays on his feet. Sherman has a shot, and Cyril saves.
What is the Minuteman doing? The Minuteman is almost as if he's inviting Sherman to just walk in to the back of the net with the ball.
No one played any sort of defense there outside of the goalkeeper. But it's going to be with, I almost found Tajay Johnson there from Kentish John. Let's boot it forward now to Carty. He's up against Jamal Clark, I believe, but now it's back with Kentish John. A good interception. Here come the Western Predators. Still down one with the score at 2-1. Picked up now. It's Tajay Johnson. Has a shot on goal, and it's saved by, looks like Nicholas Hughes has gone and goal now. Coming up in our second encounter, scheduled to begin at 7:30. We're going to have the Roaring Lions off the back of a very big win in their last encounter. And they'll be going up against the Uprising, who played well but ended up losing 1-0 to the Docks United with a header by, it was the man Masimba Bowen, as it's fed through to Sherman. Sherman gets past the man. Sherman on his left foot, cuts back onto his right. Sherman looking for space for a shot. And I think he could have fed back Moses Madrigal there off the wing, as Madrigal was there at the edge of the area, but they went high up the field. Here come the Western Predators. Pass another man. He did not go down. It's going to win a throw-in. We can see some of the Uprising making their way in towards the dugout area. Players like Fu and Rennie, as well as Rashad Thomas, I believe. Guys who I saw making their way down into the dugout. As well as we saw the Lions a bit earlier making their way down. It's Moses Madrigal up against Tajay Johnson, and Madrigal uses his body well. Madrigal looking through towards Kevon Carty. Sherman boots it over the top towards Kevon Carty. That's well done by Jamal Clark. Throw comes in. The strength being shown there, but it looks like Speedy. Go to the across field, and Lewis will find Rishi Gums. Oh, and no one there wanted to go for it, but picked up now by Minette, who trips over himself to the man Remy. As you can see, the man for the tree, Tyrese Burke, has just made his way onto the bench for the Eagle Claw, and immediately his coach sends him to go and warm up. He's become a very well-built figure, and as one of his coaches told me, he's no longer 43, he's now 86. Free kick. Ball driven in, does not beat the first man. Second ball comes in towards the edge of the area as Duncan was lining up a shot that's wide of the target. Moses, since Kevon Carter running. Kevon on the left-hand side. Gets past the man. Carty has a shot. Oh, that's wonderful. He's putting it at the near post. And Kevon Carty has brought this game back onto level terms.
Central defense was nowhere to be found. It is almost as if he just slotted it nicely into the near corner of the Eagles' claw net, and I think they're in for some trouble here this evening.
Well, this could turn out to be some game. A typical bottom of the table clash, I must say. Very physical, very. It's usually very intense, and it's either no goals or many goals. Uh, the 3-3-1-3. It's not a bad attacking shape, but defensively, unless you have either very strong individual defenders or a different defensive scheme or different defensive shape, I don't think that you could carry out a 3-3-1-3 for an entire game against a front three. Again, it's against the front three. It's pretty much once you beat your man, you have nobody else to beat because it's three defenders versus three attackers. So again, as we saw there on that goal, once Kevon Carter beat his man, he had all the space in the world. I think he was surprised as to how much space he actually had. He just took a shot. That's a risky challenge, but no foul there, says referee Benjamin. You see Roland Shanti is upset, but it's Duncan. Duncan gets past the man. Duncan out wide was looking towards Kentish John, and he will find Kentish John eventually. And John wins a throw-in. Cross comes in. No one there, no defender there, and the attacker has somehow, some way missed the target. From 2 yards out, he somehow managed to put that one wide. Tajay Johnson, well. Williams. Duncan. That's well done by Duncan. Into Kentish John. John finds that's Sean Brown. Duncan has a shot. It's a good shot and a clamoring save there. A desperate save, but a good save. I believe it was the man Nicholas. Well, as far as Remy Minette. Remy. Still driving is Remy, but this time loses out.
It appears as if Remy has vacated his central
defensive area. Ball forward. Picked up by Roland Shanty. Now Everton Minette. Shanty. Sean Brown. Trips over himself but recovers well. Duncan driving. Duncan goes for a shot. Is deflected out. No, it's going to be a goal kick.
And Doc, just to pull it back a bit there, Taj Johnson had a perfect opportunity to increase the Eagles' claw lead. And I think he just muffed the shot, trying to go the outside of the boot, trying to go far post. Probably should have used his inside of the instep to
this is risky. This is dangerous. Here come the Western Predators. Can they put themselves in the lead? He has put it over. Well. Will they live to rue this chance? The fans are disappointed. The players are disappointed. Samaro is disappointed. And he is very disappointed because he could have done so much better with that one.
Well, we will certainly see quite a number of misses here this evening from these two teams because it was Anthony who had acres of space, just the goalkeeper and the space in front of him to utilize, and just made the muck of it, hitting it way over the bar, giving the goalkeeper not a bother in the world, so to speak, and chance going a big in there. So we've seen in this period where both teams would have had quite a number of easy chances and have not capitalized on them.
Sherman looking out wide towards Braylon. The referee will blow for, I think, a push in the back.
Thanks to good ardent listener of ours there. Cleo, thanks for at least always tuning in and helping us when we are commentating as well in terms of whether our mics are on and all of that. So thank you, sir. Doing yeoman service as always.
Free kick to the Eagle Claw. Dion Williams. Forward looking for Roland Shanty, but cut out now. Here come the Western Predators, but Braylon is intercepted. Now to Tajay Johnson. Shanty. Minute. And I think he got... I think he had a power failure there. Kentis John puts it through, hits the back of his player, and the Western Predators can clear. Braylon Bryan. Braylon sends Sherman through, but a crucial touch will deflect it wide. Only as far as Kevon Carty, who puts the ball in that the keeper was able to get to before Sherman, crucially.
Certainly.
Only as far, that's a good run. He's still traveling. He's still going. It's going to be 3. He had no defense playing on him whatsoever. I thought for a second it may have been a foul because no defender moved. He just waltzed through like it was a free kick. He had no defense. It was like a playground. He couldn't believe it. He took his time. He stopped the ball and he put it past the goalkeeper.
And there are a couple of things there that I need to point out because he dribbled through with the ball. If you notice that Sherman Anthony was in an offside position, and I think, because I'm looking at the ball, and I think the Eagles' claw probably thought that he would have passed the Sherman Anthony. So they were looking for that offside call. The player was smart enough to just keep on moving with the ball. Sherman Anthony just exited himself from the way, and it was easy pickings for the Western Predators on rushing play. They're getting an easy goal, and we're certainly going to see more of these.
That was unbelievable.
Because the Eagles' claw, we've seen where Burke is. It appears as though Burke is going to enter the field. And you see, is that the Minuteman coming out?
Looking at the replay, I don't know what happened. I still can't believe what happened. He just drove through everybody. It was a man, Cyril, who picked it up, booted it long, and he was just able to drive, beat one player. Nobody else even moved. Absolutely nobody else moved.
Yes,
and the man, Kevon Carty, could do nothing but
because
put it in the back of the net.
Because they all thought, well, he's going to pass the ball, and if he does, then they will certainly be getting an offside. But that wasn't the case. A good heads-up play there from both players. Not so wise of a defending there from the Eagles' claw, and they are trailing once again. And with the way how things are going here, it seems as though the Western Predators likely to score another goal again.
Well, Kevon Carty, as a shot comes in, Carty was brought onto the field of play to change the game, and he has certainly turned this game on its head. He's completely flipped it from it being a 1-goal deficit to a 1-goal lead in the matter of 20 minutes.
And you would think that the Eagles' claw, after having gone up 2-1, would say, well, okay, let's organize ourselves much better in terms of defense. It's almost like a free-for-all. They're not really playing the positions as they are to. 1 minute we saw the Minuteman, number 15, in the back. Next, we've seen him in midfield, taking free kicks, etc., and not having the balance that they would want to have to defend well enough to at least get a point, get all 3 points out of this encounter here tonight.
We can see the man, Deon Williams, it looks like, is down and receiving treatment on his leg. But coming up in about an hour's time and 45 minutes time, it's going to be the Roaring Lions coming to do battle with the Uprising.
Yes, the Roaring Lions, they're coming off of a 9-0 victory versus the Eagles' claw. We saw where Mark Anthony getting a hat-trick, as well as Screechy scoring 3 goals in a space of 5 minutes. And they could have easily had many more goals. They will welcome the likes of Tafari back, who was out on the red card in their first encounter. They certainly will see the services of the talisman there in Tyreek Lake as well. I'm seen walking over as the teams are about to warm up. You're not missing any football here. Some attention was given to the players there who were just picking up niggles. It's all set and ready to go now. And they will see number 18, Tyree Burke, coming in for the number 15 player. Whether he can bring some...
It was man Remy who was replaced.
And whether he can bring some real fight to see how best they can maybe get back on equal terms, we'll wait and see. But it's the Eagles' claw with it.
Well, after today's encounters, we're going to see tomorrow in the Male League right here at the Raymond Eagleshot Technical Center at 5 o'clock, it's going to be, as here comes the Eagle Claw looking to break. It will be the Spartans FC, my Spartans FC. It'll be taking on the Attackers FC. Then at 7:30, it's the Diamonds FC. They'll be playing the Ducks United.
And we see another player down again.
This is like the 6th or 7th injury that's happened
I
just this game.
am thinking whether or not these players probably don't train for long periods or as often as they would like. Because these players are youngsters, so to speak, and I know football is a physical game. The season has just started. Most of the teams won't train in at length for any extended period, but especially in this particular match, we have quite a number of timeouts being had on both sides of the both teams. At the moment, we are into the 69 minutes of play. Players just been held up just a little bit for some treatment there on the center forward there for the number 9 player in the Western Predators. Sherman. And as my co-commentator would have mentioned earlier, it's going to be the Uprising FC. I think the team came third in the competition last year. Will be taking on the defending champions, the Roaring Lions, who had a hard-fought opening encounter with the Salsa Ballers, and coming off one which was maybe just about too easy for them. They got themselves carried away. They'll be playing against the Uprising, coming off of a hard loss there to the Ducks United. They'll be looking to get back and win in ways, and we see a corner kick for Western Predators.
Ball comes in. It's off the post. Well. It was booted up into the air. And the header from the Western Predators defender hit the post. Well.
Well, I'm looking at the linesman, and is he saying that's goal? Because it appears as if he was heading back towards the half, and he is waving his flag.
Well, I think assistant referee Notish has to go and
yes,
consult with
because
the AR, because if that's a goal, that's 3-3.
Yes, because as soon as
he gives a goal, gives the goal, it's going to go down as an own goal. But the Eagle Claw have clawed their way back into this game once again.
Yes, as soon as that ball hit from the, I don't know whether the player was trying to clear it or not, but in doing so, the ball headed towards their goal and, actually ended up into the back of the net. And as soon as the ball hit, I saw the AR in Millington there sprinting to the center half to signal goal, and he has consulted, and the referee has concurred, and it's 3-all, all square here in the 72nd minute of play.
Well, we're going to have to look at this replay again. The ball came in, the header went up, and I don't know, the clearance came off and hit the post, but I don't think he got to the clearance in time. And if not, it's going to go down as an own goal against the man, Herv Lewis. Here comes Eagle Claw again, down the right-hand side. Shot comes in, hits the side netting.
Good built-up play there from the veteran pool in Duncan. And Johnson not getting the direction as he would have liked. A powerful shot and goal, but missing into the side netting. And under some pressure is the Western Predators after having a good spell.
That's what happens when you're playing with 10 men. Sherman is still off the field. Finally gets to make his way back onto the field of play. 3-3.
3-3. So Western Predators scoring 2 goals in a brief period there and had the pressure on and just has just released it, so to speak. And it's all square here heading into the 73rd minute of play.
Looking down at the Roaring Lions warming up. Looks like they'll be playing in their orange kit today. And I think that we may be seeing, for the first time, I believe, the man Oliver Screechy Walker from the start.
Yes.
First game that he's been able to make on time due to work commitments.
Yes, and a good shot, good take there by the keeper.
Also see in the stands the man Malley of the Kicks United, and a player that I believe is very similar in some regards to Screechy Oliver Walker. Both being very physical attackers that are not afraid to take a shot.
It's interesting to talk to him to get his perspective and his team progress so far throughout the course of the season. They have not started off well. Traditionally, we have known them to be one of the top teams.
Oh, he's still driving. He's still driving. He goes down. Nazi does not make a call other than keep playing. Ball comes in to the back post. And, well, that's about 6 feet wide.
Well, Duncan could have at least used the time that he had. He tries to try to hit it off the volley one time, not getting the direction, the ball going wide. I don't think the player there is the number 9. Is that Kentish John looking for a foul? Certainly would not have been given that on the day.
Here come the Western Predators. It's Moses who's driving. Cut up, I think that's Dumas. Sorry, that's Tion Richardson. Real. Still 3-3 into the 75th minute of play. As you can see, the Minuteman, Remy Minette, he's taking off his boots, taking off his uniform. He's done for the day.
Well, he is doing some work for the Moon Splash as well. So, and you know, it's heading close to that time. Yep. And so I'm thinking that he's probably preparing for that.
There.
And Doc, we were there last evening and really had a good opening set, so to speak. Really kicking it off with a bang.
Yes. Playing, of course, with a math music opening for Eternal last night. And it was a wonderful, wonderful evening. It's going to be the Eagle Claw on the right-hand side of play as Kentish John. He's still going as Kentish John. Now he's going to find, it looks like, Sean Brown. Cross comes in. It's cleared and out for a corner.
Oh, that was a nicely timely block there because that ball could have reached the Duncan. Quick corner taken.
Taken quickly. He drives inside. Ball comes in and Herv Lewis clears. And they're still playing around with it very casually. Shot comes in. This one is blocked. And I think that was a bit too casual.
Well,
here comes Moses. Moses is driving, but too heavy on the touch. Cyril will collect.
It's as if both of these teams trying to say, well, let's see who's going to take the 3 points.
I don't think other team really wants it right now. Ball over the top. Sherman Anthony loses out to Dion Williams. Williams. Back towards Duncan. Now it's with Tion Richardson. And Richardson can't keep it in play. Sherman. The chance for the long throw. He'll take the long throw.
Yeah, it should be a foul, Joe.
And it will be illegal.
Yes. Yes.
He basically ran out to the field of play with that ball.
Anthony, not. holding back at all.
78 minutes played. It's still 3 apiece. They said they're either low scoring affairs or high scoring affairs. This is a high scoring affair between two bottom of the table teams. It's a good challenge comes in. It's out for a corner.
Yes, had Poodle had a little bit more speed. I think he was in there, but the defender a little bit more speedier than the old veteran in Duncan was able to get back and put that one in touch for a corner kick to the Eagles claw. All squares here, and both teams looking to grab all 3 points. Been ebbing and flowing.
Corner comes in, cleared. And as far as Madrigal loses out to Tyrese Burke. Burke lines up a shot. This one is blocked. And again, this is a bit casual but cleared. And Kevon Carty is breaking. Carty. Looking for some support. Will find it now. Chipped over the top. Well, as far as Sherman, and this time some defense is played and the Eagle Claw can clear. Casual there by Sean Brown, but he wins the ball. Sean Brown breaking away at speed. Brown down the right hand side, tries to get back inside, will do so successfully, goes for a shot. This one is blocked once again. And referee will stop play for another injury.
One of the things, observation I've seen on Sherman, he is one of those robust strikers, not really using as much finesse as possible, almost trying to bundle his way through the defenders in order to at least have a shot and goal, similar to one of who was a prolific scorer as well in the person of, I think he played for Atletico Madrid, well, the Spanish / Brazilian striker. His name is eluding me.
Diego Costa.
Diego Costa, yes.
Here's the former Chelsea man as well. Here comes Brilliant Brian, who gets inside. And a good clearance there. A crucial touch.
Yeah, so he plays similar to one of those like Diego Costa. And when he gets it right, he can be lethal.
Yes, he led the Premier League in scoring in 2015-16, I believe. Diego Costa. It's going to be with Tajay Johnson. That's a good one-touch play towards Kentish John. It's booted over the top. Again, no one is playing defense. Sherman has the goal at his mercy, and he puts it away. Once again, the Eagle Claw forgot to play defense.
Well, Sherman Anthony, for all his hard knocks as he's making the sign of the cross and looking up to the heavens, must be saying, thank you, Lord. He couldn't put it on the plate any easier. And as well, it's I'm a little bit distracted because I'm seeing the old vet over there, my good buddy Capel as well, who is in the warming up.
For the Lions.
Hasn't played for the season, and so seems as though the Royal Lions are going to bring all the kettle and the pots and pans, spoons, forks, everything.
Saw the vet Fishy playing
Yes.
the other day. Now
Yes.
Pelly's back.
Yes.
But again, once again, the Eagle Claw completely forgot that they had to play defense.
Yes.
Nobody. Sherman left the ball because he started the defender.
was outside.
Then he
He
realized,
realized,
wait,
yes.
I'm the only man who's going to go for this one. Cyril didn't come. No defender moved. And Sherman said, thank you very much. I am a lethal finisher. I will not make a mistake with this one.
And I don't know if I can be so hard on the youngster there, number 2, because he was the one who would have kept Anthony onside when all of his other players was way up, just outside of the center circle. He was the man keeping Anthony on side, and when Anthony realized, well, wait, I am actually legal in my position. The ball floats over nicely, and he did finish well, like we did mention when Diego Costa got goals like those. They were easy pickings for him as well, and so too was Sherman Anthony today, opening at least getting on the score sheet and giving his team a 4-3 lead.
As it was the man Tiana Richardson there who was playing Sherman Anthony onside. 4-3. Well, well, well. A goal fest to start off this weekend of football action.
Well, it's good to see both of these teams, like I said, you could say evenly matched, with Western Predators maybe probably being the more organized side, but they have really stepped up here.
4-3. Not the best Western Predators performance. Ball over the top is going to find Braylon Bryan. Braylon.
You can hear the spectators shouting.
They're really into this one as it's Moses Madrigal to Kevon Carty, gets past the man. Carty lines up a shot. Oh, it's wonderful. That is absolutely brilliant. Kevon Carty has a second half hat trick, and what a goal that was.
Well, that one will certainly make the top list of goals so far for this tournament, but the Eagles claw as if they have says, well, okay, guys, this is their body language, their movement. I'm looking at Taj Johnson coming close to the line. The ball was in his area. He didn't chase back. Didn't see any of the defenders making any attempt, whether to get close to the ball or what have you. Is almost as if they have given up the ghost. So at this point, with some 6 minutes plus injury time to go, it's the Western Predators with
They're not
the
done
2-goal
yet.
cushion.
Sherman Anthony. Sherman trying to bully his way through. Wins a free kick. But what a strike on his weaker foot, his left foot. Kevon Carty just put it in the top corner, in the postage stamp, right in the GoPro. It was right in the corner. Has poor Nicholas Hughes completely beaten.
And the question is because we've seen where we were all excited about the Eagles Claw. They would have organized themselves very, very quickly, so to speak, in getting the players together and getting a team to enter this year's competition. But I must say, honestly, they have not looked the part at all to play in this year's tournament. They're all over the place. It will be interesting to find out from the coach how often they would meet to strategize and to work out necessary kinks from game to game. These two teams, I would have thought would have been somewhat more evenly matched, just with a little bit more organization from the Western Predators themselves, haven't been in the competition before and have tasted the way the competition runs. The Eagles Claw, we've seen where they would have gotten a 11-0 drubbing from the Ducks United. They followed that up with a 9-0 drubbing from the Roaring Lions, and then a match that I did mention on Sports Menu Sports too, was going to be an interesting game between these two teams, because I thought they were neck and neck. It appears as though that the Western Predators, even though they are not playing as well as we have seen them play, they are the ones who are at the moment really running away and trying to get all 3 points here, as we see some attention being given there to Sherman.
Well, as far as I know, because we train on the same field as the Eagle Club, both at Stony Ground, they train at least 2 times a week. Well, I believe they train on a Monday and a Wednesday.
Train 2 times a week. Well, then something is certainly not right. Something is certainly not right at all, and it appears as though Anthony um, has picked up a considerable serious knock. You see, the stretcher has been asked for him, so it's a possibility that that might be the end of the day for him as well.
I think that should be the end of the day in a game that they probably shouldn't lose. I don't want to say so because the way this game has gone, you'll never know.
Yes, it appears as though he's in some pain as well. We do hope that there isn't anything broken, splintered. That it could probably just be a heavy knock, because we do get those in these football matches as well. I have gotten some share of those. I remember one time playing in a match against the Attackers, and they were good buddy Captain Lou, central defender for the Attackers, stout and sturdy, well built central defender, and Captain Lou both played on the national team, and think he jammed my left thigh, and while I was able to continue to play the match, when the blood and everything was cooled, that's when I started to feel the effects, and couldn't walk the next day. And so this is a really, really great sport, sweet sport. Love to play it, love to see people playing it, especially if it's been played well. But the bumps and bruises along the way that comes with this physical contact sport as well.
Yes. And even back to last year, you remember that Spartans FC had a defender by the name of Hector Telemaco. And in a practice match that we were playing versus the Roaring Lions FC, where we won 1-0, Hector went up for a header, landed, I think he may have misjudged the landing and completely broke his leg. And he's been out ever since, has not been able to return to the field of play.
Wow. Yeah, so some of those can be, threatening. We've seen Matthew
He's just
Brown
made his way into the
just
stadium.
walked into the
One
stadium.
of the uprising players. I
Yes.
think he's on a red card from
Oh yes,
last
yes.
game, so he won't be able to feature today.
You see, he had a good game as well last week.
So we know Matthew, he's tenacious, he's hot-headed, and he's always willing to put himself into a challenge. And doing so ended up, I believe, getting a red. But here comes Shanti. He's going to find Tashi Johnson, who cuts it back. He's going to look towards... Now it's going to find Everton Minute. Back with Tashi Johnson. We're going to have 4 minutes of added time.
I hesitate to think the reason why Taj would have passed that ball, and there was acres of space in front of him. He has good speed, and I thought that would have been the perfect time to utilize the speed. But there is the Eagles Club. They're knocking it around in midfield. They only got 4 minutes to see if they can get back on equal terms.
Cuts back well. Looking for the ball over the top. Herv Lewis. And despite the own goal, I think Lewis has played relatively well.
Certainly.
He's going to find Tashi Johnson. Johnson gets past the man. Johnson lines up an effort that Nicholas Hughes can collect.
Good effort from Johnson, and but Hughes just is as equal to the task. You see long booted kick. Say the coach controlling well there for the Eagles Club. It looks as though he might need to put on a jersey, because his players certainly need lots of help.
It's with Kentish John. Carty Looking forward towards Speedy. And it's going to be into the 93rd minute of play. Still 5-3. To the third of 4 minutes of added time. This game reminds me of a game in 2000 and was it 12 or 11 where, or it was 2013 where Manchester United they did battle versus Blackpool and what I think was Sir Alex Ferguson's last game, where Blackpool were beyond what anybody believed they could. They scored what was it, some 3 or 4 goals and ended up losing some 5-3 in a very similar manner to this encounter, where they were back and forth for a while until the quality shone through.
Yes, we've seen instances of these games, both especially on the professional side of things, and
well.
When they are down by 2 goals to by 2 goals, some 5-3, and it's an indirect free kick. Goalkeeper Burke passing the ball back to the goalkeeper. Guess just a little brain freeze there. He handled it and given the Western Predators, who are not even aware of what's happening, a chance to increase their 5-3 advantage.
Well. It's 5-3. And checking the score, and was even mistaken. It wasn't 5-3, it ended up being 5-5. Yes, the majority of the game was similar to this one, and both teams being back and forth for the majority of the encounter. Indirect free kick to the Western Predators.
Why is the Eagles Claw having a player still in center field?
Shot comes in. It's blocked off the line. Not done yet. Header comes in now. It's wide of the target.
Well, everything was wrong there. The free kick was wrong. The goalkeeper was standing up behind the wall when he should have been in front of the wall, because he's the one who can use his hands. And instead of having all 11 players back, they had a man in midfield. So as if to say, well, yes, we certainly, and there goes the end of the whistle, Doc.
So that's the final whistle. Referee Benjamin has called time on this one. And the Western Predators get their first win of the season. Their first 3 points with a tremendous scoreline of 5-3.
5-3 in favor of the Western Predators. They were the better team on the night. They were the ones who have scored. And they have got all 3 points. Just saw one of the goal scorers there, the penalty kicker there for the Roaring Lions in the first match against the Salsa Ballers. It appears as if he's not playing today. Maybe he probably just picked up a niggle. And well, I must say commiserations for the Eagles Club. They've got some real trouble and problems on their hands trying to really see how best they can formulate themselves to win this, or to win a game, or maybe to get a point or two. But it was the Western Predators on top this evening in our first match here on our third weekend of games. We will be back at the bottom of the hour with the featured match, the Roaring Lions versus the Uprising. Until then, we want to thank you all for joining us in the first match, and we're looking forward to having you in short order at the bottom of the hour when we bring you a featured encounter. Until then, back to Master Control.